Oh, right. We're back. Back in American Truck Sim. Alright, so we got this reservoir tank. We're going to run over here from Texarkana to Pine Bluff. It's not a long run. Now, what we're going to try and do on this video is I am going to try to get another driver to put in the second truck. Got to get that thing moving. So, that being said, let's get this one moving and get this over to Pine Bluff. 41,000 pounds. So, let's go. All right, now this is already on the Arkansas side of Texarkana. So, yeah, we got that going for us at least. And we can go ahead and shut those off. Ooh. Nope. All right. Slide across here. And let's get out of here. I mean, this is not a real heavy haul, but this truck's not equipped for that. So, you know, we kind of gotta go with what we got, you know. Which in this case happens to be, you know, your standard loads, standard weights. Little security checkpoint. All right, we are gone. Now, this is actually going to the Tyson plant in Pine Bluff. Funny enough, the Tyson plant, they actually have a Tyson plant in Pine Bluff. I know, I work security there. All right, so let's get this thing going as soon as we get a light. You know, we kind of need the stoplight to cooperate here. And there we go. We gone. There we go. All right, let's get out of here. Now, of course, we already know we need to get, we got to get this to Pine Bluff, but we also need to find a recruiting office. We may do that after I get this load dropped. You know, go find a recruiting office. There might be one in Little Rock. We'll take a look on that. Yeah, see what we can find there. In the meantime, we gotta hurry up and get up onto 30. Yeah, take 30 up to Little Rock, and then probably 530 south to Pine Bluff. It's kind of somewhat what I'm anticipating for the route. We'll see. Yeah, we'll see just how well my anticipating works, right? All right, there we go. And we'll get on over. bump the speed just a little bit. And there we go. Way station in a mile. Great. Oh, lovely. We're getting pulled in. Got to scale up. Alright, you know, I mean, it is what it is, right? That's part of, you know, part of driving semis. So occasionally you get yanked into a way station. Oh well. Alright. Getting pulled in. No, you don't say. Stop ahead at the, you know, to activate the scale. Well, no. Who would have thunk it? Alright. We'll get that done. Just underway by about 6,000. Or by 5,000 and change. It's time to go. Alright, here we go. Now we're rolling. Just gotta get that speed back up. There we go. Reset the cruise control. And hopefully not have to let off of it until we get to Little Rock. To the 530 exit. Yeah. Unless this has got me going the back way. 270. We'll see. Yeah, 270 is all sorts of fun. Alright, so we got a TA over there. And alright, we're up to speed. We're good. We're very good. All right. So, like I said, I mean, first priority, of course, right now is get trucks moving. After that, that's when we'll start in with really, you know, upgrading these things. Now, first one getting upgraded, though, is this one. Got a few things I want to do to it. That, or I may get a 570, or not 570, I'm in a 579. Like a 389, maybe a W900. Like I said, I'm seriously considering getting a bull hauler for the for a trailer. Maybe getting a few of them. You know I had one of you saying to go with the heavy haul rig this thing out. Rig out one of them long nose trucks for heavy haul. I might do that. But, you know, I'm kind of debating on it. All right, we're gonna slide around these guys because everybody's going slow here around Hot Springs for some reason. Except for me. All right. Okay. Nope. That's not the exit. Okay. We're good. We're good still. Ah, 5:30 right there. All right, 138B. And slide back over. There we go. Now, I can say they did a pretty good job of modeling this area. This looks exactly like the actual stretch of 530 between Little Rock and Pine Bluff. Just compressed. Okay. Alright, get that back on. Alright, Martha Mitchell Expressway. And we need to come down a little bit. Bring that speed down a little. Because as we get into town here, the speed limit gets chopped down to 65. So we're good though. Alright, exit 37. And should be coming up on our exit here shortly. Where we will pick up this tank. Or drop this tank off, sorry. Interesting. I'm in Pine Bluff. Where is... Okay. Which exit? This is odd. Now, if we're going to the Tyson plant, we should have hit that exit by now. But, no. This still got us going who knows where. I need to get over. Because we need the Harding exit. There we go. All right. We're good. Yeah. And Saracen Casino coming up. That'll be, I think that's it right there. Yeah. It's not exactly one of your big fancy casinos. You know, when you look at it from the outside, it's kind of just blah. But that's fine. Now, we got what looks like a recruiter, maybe, or truck sales. We'll see. Here in town. We're going to come back to that. Just as soon as I get rid of this load. I want to get rid of this, and then we're going to go check that out. Alright. And of course we got the gas station around that area. And I don't see anybody else coming through here. So we're just going to keep going. Hey, it said yield. It didn't say stop. Yield means stop if you have to. All right. All right. So, yeah, we're doing good. And we'll go ahead and set the cruise to 55. Yeah. Alright, so how far are we? 45 miles. Still a ways out. It's definitely not Pine Bluff. It's more like maybe Oldtimer. Some of the little, and I do mean little towns, they're around Pine Bluff. So, yeah. All right. Ooh. Alrighty, alright. Okay, so I get a little, just a little peek, for a, I get a little bit, just cross the Arkansas River, by the way. I guess a little screenshot there. And yes, it's pronounced Arkansas River. I say that because, just kind of give you an idea. I grew up in a little bitty town in south central Kansas named Arkansas City. Now, that does not mean I'm not saying Kansas City. No. It is spelled Arkansas City. Alright. That's not how they say it, though. Okay. Whoa, baby. Got a train coming in. There he is. But yeah. So, we You know, of course, it's got the river coming through it. You get up there towards Wichita, and them folks like to call it the Arkansas River. It's like, no, 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 no. It's Arkansas River. It literally ends in Arkansas. So, yeah. Now, I think Kansas might be the only place where it's actually called that. So, yeah. So, yeah, Kansas. Join the rest of the world. You know, call it by the right name. Alright, so we're going to turn here. And head into Oldtimer, pick and drop this off. There we go. And there's the Tyson plant just ahead of us here. That works. You know, like I said, this is not Pine Bluff. But, you know, whatever. Whoop. Well, we'll get that taken care of here just shortly. That, see? Told you. There we go. Ooh. How are we doing? How are we doing on that end? We're good. Don't have any more trains coming, so, you know, we're good. Alright, here we go. Here, check in. And where do they want it? Oh, well, this ought to be easy. Alright. From the looks of the map, we should be able... Oh, wrong button. Yeah. Yeah, we're going to be able to go around this building here. Yeah, right here. Yep, there it is. There's the parking spot. Or, you know, where they want it. Alright, we'll pop out here, take a look. Alright. Set the brakes. And unhook. Alright, well that was quick enough. Alright. So we're gonna add yeah. Yeah, we're gonna do long distance here. Yep. So we can get some longer runs. Now, in the meantime, I need to do something. We've got to head back into town. Because I do believe this is what we're looking for. So, let's get over there. We'll bobtail over. Alright, here we go. Nope. Yeah. Right out this way. Bobtail out of here and see about hiring us a driver. Because we got that Western Star last time. Now we gotta get him put into. Or getting somebody put in. Then we can start working on getting upgrades. Alright, whoa. But until we can, you know, start getting until we start unlocking upgrades, there's no real point in even looking at them right now. Now you're probably looking at what passes for a Qualcomm in this, or an ELD. But, you know, the thing's saying I got 5% damage. Alright, yes it does. No, I haven't hurt my truck already. No, that's just wear and tear on the tires. Alright. That's all. That's all it is. Not actual damage. You know, wear and tear on the tires. You know, 1,400 miles worth of driving. And, you know, just saying, hey, it is that much closer to needing an oil change. But to be honest, I mean, we're not even anywhere close to needing that. You know, these things, you don't need those for, what, 75,000? So, yeah, we're good. Okay. There we go. Oh, yeah. Don't that look good? Oop, get her back in here. Now, I am probably going to need to do a quickie pit stop here in a little while. Get some fuel. Oops. Oops. Guess I was speeding just a little bit there. Whoa. Whoa. That was a little close. But yeah. Arkansas State Police. What do you know? All right. So we're back going here. And here just shortly, we'll check that out. Yeah, we'll get some fuel and get it topped off. But yeah, okay. And back into Pine Bluff. Yeah, I'm not even going to worry about getting topped off right now. We'll deal with that after I get the next load. In the meantime, yeah. Alright, we got these guys coming through. Yeah, there's the casino right down that way. Arcade mod. Redneck backside. No. It's a full-blown casino, y'all. There ain't no arcade to it. I don't know who they're trying to fool. All right. Get up here to this stoplight. Get past the hotels here. And staffing agency. That's exactly what I needed. All right. So, since we found that, we need to find a spot to flip around and go back to... I might go back to Saracen. Back over to the truck stop there. Now, don't do this at home, kids. Don't ever, 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 ever. And I do mean ever. Do a U-turn with a semi. In real life. No. That just ends badly. And a good way to get fired from pretty much every company out there. Every legitimate, legal company in the U.S. So, yeah, do not do that. Do not do as I do sometimes. Pop in here. Flip-flop around the back. That should be where the truck parking is. I would think is where the truck parking is. Yeah, there it is. There we go. And fuel. Alright. So we're going to tank up real quick. Get some fuel. See how much that run cost us. Alright, so $4.92 on fuel ain't too horrible, I guess. For this game. And we got a little work to do. We gotta go hire us a driver before we finish this thing off. It's probably gonna be a little bit of a short one tonight. Alright, today. But, yeah. We're gonna scoot on up here a little bit. Yeah. Alright. I'm gonna shut down. Oh, there we go. So, let's take a look. See who we can get. Recruitment agency. That's what I need. Pine Bluff. Hire a driver. We got one. Well, we need one. Now, she got experience. She got skills with the fragile cargo. She's okay on the fuel mileage and, a little bit of distance driving. Honestly, she's the only one we got available. Yeah, we'll take her. And relocate her to OKC. All right, so she's up and running. And of course, we get another one. This guy. Honestly, it's not much better. She's actually better. Um, we'll stick with her. All right, so let's take a look at driver manager and Astrid here driving the Western Star. Yeah, she doesn't have anything yet, so she's working on it though. Not to worry. Yeah, we're just gonna let her go balanced on that. Yeah, yeah, it'll be all right. All right, so while we're doing this, let's take a look at available upgrades. Oh, yeah, let's take a look at some available upgrades. What do you know? There's the station right there. We just hop right on over here. All right. Let's go take a look. And, now, let's take a look, see what. Yeah, like I said, I mean, the only wear and tear right now is on the tires. Whoop-de-doo. It's not even recommending anything right now. We're good. And the configurator. Yeah, still stuck with the day cab. Now, we can upgrade the chassis. But that doesn't work with day cabs. Or we can upgrade this. I don't know how in the world this thing's getting an 800-gallon tank under this beast, though. That's a little odd. Whatever. Yeah. I think I'll stick with what I got. I might upgrade to, you know what? No, we're fine. Yeah, we're good. Yeah, I mean we're good with the 150. All right, we're just gonna stick with that. Now, the engine's not that freaking big, right? Now, currently, oh, oh, ho, ho, ho. What do you know? We got some options, y'all. Ooh, buddy. All right, right now we got the MX-13, 455 horsepower. But I'm looking right now. Oh, yeah, that ISX 15 is looking so good. 600 horsepower. Guess what I'm getting right now? Engine upgrade. Oh, yes. We getting a Cummins. Ooh. No, we're not getting a Cummins, y'all. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. 700 horsepower Cat C15. I must have it. Oh, yes. I will have it. What do we got for transmissions? Huh. Ooh. Uh-huh. We've got 18 speeds. Yes, sir. We got the big dog. Okay. And, huh. Yeah. Yeah, 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 yeah. We're getting the big dog. Oh, yes. It will be mine. Um, we'll worry about the the goodies later. All right? No, we can't even get them right now. So, what's the point, right? Yeah. Hmm. I'm kind of thinking. Nah, 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 nah. We'll stick with the grass burner for now. Yeah. Okay. This'll work. It's going to cost us $35,000, almost 36. We'll do that. But yeah, now she's a big girl. Now yeah. She may not be, the biggest truck in the area, but by God, she got some power, which means, ladies and gentlemen, we can go get some big stuff to haul around. And I tell you what, I think we're going to do that on the next one, to be honest. Um, so, y'all hit that like and subscribe button. And you know what? Before just out of curiosity, we'll call it that. Still, the only thing available is that puny dry van. Not big enough for us. That's fine. Yeah, that's fine. But all right. So remember, hit that like and subscribe button if you're liking what you're watching, and comment down below. Um, what should I get for truck 3? You know, we'll have to see. And What do you think? You know, of us getting the cat, you know, that 700 horsepower cat, you know, motor for this thing. That's a beast, or it's going to be. We're going to try that out on the next video. So, y'all have a good one. Remember, check out the, hey, hit up the Discord down in the description. We got Thrustmaster affiliate link. We got, the Buy Me Coffee page there. Hit those up. Everything helps the channel, right? So, y'all have a good one. And I will see you on the next one.